the original subject from very first line. When I started reading Vaagbhata, by reading Vaagbhata, he speaks in Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoota only. The very first verse goes as Vayo Ratri Bhuktana. You know this verse. Vayo, he has divided into Kapha, Pitta, Vata from childhood, young age and old age. Aho Ratri means from sunset to sunrise and sunrise to sunset. These are 12 hours are again divided into Vata, Pitta, Kapha. You know them. Then morning is Kapha, evening is Kapha again, midnight and midday is Pitta, and evening and before sunrise it is Vata. Agni, again they have described in terms of dosha only. Pitta is Tikshnagni, Kapha is Mandagni, Vata is Vishamagni. Hrudayam and Nabhi, the area of the body, is again described in terms of Vata and Pitta and Kapha. That above Hrudaya there is Kapha, in between Hrudaya and Nabhi there is Pitta, below Nabhi there is Vata. Then Prakriti is again, total description of Prakriti is in terms of Vata, Pitta, Kapha only. Koshta is described in terms of Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Then they will narrate about names of Dusha, and then the first line goes TantraYukti Ardham Granthi. This is the interplay, this is the interrelation, this is the connection between Rasa and Dosha, and that is the basic thing which I am following whole of my 17 years of clinical practice. TantraYukti Ardham Granthi. The first three Rasa will pacify Vata. You know that Madhura, Amla, Lavana will pacify Vata. That is important. If there is Vata patient, you have to go for these three Rasas. If there is constipation. So, what is constipation? Constipation is the mala is going hard. There are hard stools. So, you will go for Gandharitki or Ayurvedika or Sukhasara or Ichavedi. Why? Why do you need that drugs should work for your defecation? Who is responsible to expel out the stool? Vata. Now Vata has a hold and made it hard. So there is Ruksha Guna. Shoshane Rukshaha. Therefore it is going hard and it is not getting expelled easily. So what should I do? I should go for some treatment which is against Vata and against its Ruksha Guna. So Ruksha Guna against is Snigdha. And Vata will be pacified by TantraYukti Ardham Granthi. So I will choose drug which is Snigdha and Madhura and Amla and Lavana. In whole of my 17 years of practice, I have not used any laxative, any purgative. I don't feel it necessary. I will not outsource my defecation procedure to drug. Why should their Haritaki should come and expel my stools? Not necessary. My Vata should work in that way. It is now having Ruksha Guna elevated. I will pacify that Ruksha Guna by Snigdha. And first three Rasas are Snigdha. So I have given to my patients Madhura, Amla, Lavana. Lavana means Saindav, Amla means Amalaki, and Madhura means Yashti. That is sufficient. I have prepared tablets of Yashti, Amalaki and Saindav. It is no necessity to give any laxative, any purgative. So some patients says, no, I don't need any tablet, I will not take any tablet. Okay, you go for some milk which is Madhura. You put some oil or some ghee in that which is Nindha. That is sufficient. Some say, no, I don't like that milk. Okay, no problem. You take some salt, one pinch, and add 1 spoon of ghee and take it before your meal. That is sufficient. Some say, no, we hate milk and ghee. Okay, you go for Rutucharya, that is black seed grapes. Munakka. It is not important that drug. I am not dependent on any drug. I have n number of options because I am thinking not in terms of drug. I am thinking in terms of Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoota. So I have many options. There is no necessity of purchasing Gandharitki. No. So we want to treat Dosha. We don't want to treat the symptom. Don't treat the patient. Treat the Dosha, treat the Guna, treat that Mahabhoota. That means. So you will not need any unnecessary medicine. There is medicine, therefore I will use, and this is very bad. Because I have an empty bed, therefore you should come and get delivered. No, I am not pregnant. No, I am not bothered whether you are pregnant or not. I have an empty bed, therefore you should come and deliver. Is it like that? No. You have drugs, therefore you will use. Does that patient need that drug? Then use it. Because if you use Gandharitki, next time he will again demand Gandharitki because you have not corrected the area. You have outsourced that function to some drug. So you are making your patient lame and blind depending on that drug. So that is the thing which will lead you from presenting completely, which are very primary to the grave conditions, and you will be able to sort out this thing according to Dosha Rasa Guna Mahabhoota. Next thing, Kashaya Tikta. No, this example is very common. When we come from any long journey, in very sunny day, we are exhausted, we come in our home and someone from our family offers a good sharbat with water, having some salt, a lemon and a spoon sugar. We drink and we refresh. What is that? That is again Tatradyam Artham Granthi. A lemon, salt and water and sugar. So Madhura, Amla, Lavana and Vayu is Vayu Akash Mahabhoot, and you are drinking Jala. So what you are treating? You are not treating that sharbat. You are treating Dosha, Guna, Rasa and Mahabhoot. So from your rituals to your practice, from your daily things to your clinical practice, everything can be understood and practiced in terms of Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoot. Next is Kashaya Tikta Mudra Pittam. Pitta can be treated by Kashaya Tikta Mudra. So Ghunimbandi is the very famous drug. What does it contain? It contains only Tikta things. Because Pitta is liquid. When you want to absorb that liquid, you need some mopping thing. And to mop, you need Ruksha. It is Jala Mahabhoot, it is spreading. You want to mop it, so you need Vayu and Akash. Vayu and Akash is Tikta Ras. Therefore, Pitta can be treated in almost all conditions by Tikta Ras. Pitta, divide of Drava, is Agni. Then it needs Shita Guna. But Pitta, until it is not divide of Drava, it is with Drava Guna, it needs Tikta. That is sufficient. Therefore, many drugs are Tikta, which will pacify Pitta Dosha. Next. This is my understanding. 3 doshas, 5 Mahabhutas, 6 rasas and 20 gunas are interrelated. It is a pyramid. If you can see, it is somewhat bent. It is a pyramid. So at one end there is Rasa, and at the other end it is Dosha and Mahabhuta and Guna. These are at those corners of pyramid. Pyramid has 4 corners, isn't it? Triangle has 3, but pyramid has 4 corners, and each corner is related to other 3 things. Therefore, Dosha is related to Rasa Guna Mahabhuta, Mahabhuta is related to Dosha Rasa Guna. So this is interlinking. That is the basic matrix. This is basic fundament. This basic design of each and every understanding in healthy and disease condition of the patient. Okay. Now next adhyaya, Dinacharya. Dinacharya, the daily routine, they have explained almost 6 to 8 procedures before you go out for your daily routine, your profession, your occupation. The first thing they say, Prabodhan. Get up. So what is that? Every day, every morning, naturally you will be getting up. A very natural phenomenon. What is about it? So is it again explainable according to Dosha? See, they say Prabodhana at Brahma Muhurta. Brahma Muhurta means before sunrise, at least 1.5 hours you should get up. Why? Because that time, that interval time before sunrise, which dosha is dominant? Vata, because it is end of Ratri. So at the end of Ratri, it is Vata dosha dominant. If you get up at that time, Vata having Chala Guna, it will expel your Vega, your daily urges. Will be cleared very easily. You don't need any purgative or laxative. You will have a good day start. If you get up before sunrise. If you get up at 7, 8 o'clock, generally people get up at late hours. So at that time, kapha is already started. So you will not have proper purification or proper Vaibhotsarga. So whole day will be disturbed, like gloomy and lazy. So what they have told for normal routine is again in accordance with the dosha dominance. Therefore they say get up in the Vata Kala. So your Veg will be expelled and you will be fresh with the kapha energy to start your day. So that everything, right from Prabodhana to sleeping, they will be explaining it according to Dosha Rasa Guna. Next is Danta Dhavana. So Vegas are cleared and you are there to clean your mouth. So mouth is the seat of kapha. Kapha will be pacified by 3 Antarasa, last 3 rasas, Kashaya, Katu, Tikta. Again it is written there, Danta Dhavana is to be done by Kashaya, Katu, Tiktakam. Then drugs are given. List is given, Aganya, Grodha, Kadira, Karanya, Kakubadijan. That is your choice. What we are doing today? We are applying sweet things. We are applying toothpaste, which is sweet. So after a few years, when your will power, your strength will diminish down. At 40s, you will suffer by your oral problems. Dentistry or dental doctors are getting rich day by day because we are daily harming our denture till it gets decayed by 40s. Now that occurrence is coming earlier. In 30s also people are having denture problem. Because we are adding kapha to kapha. We should eliminate. Therefore he has written Kashaya Kututikka. So each and every line you can analyze in terms of Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoota if you try. And if you try in that way, you don't need to refer Vaagbhata again. Where you are staying, you are practicing. According to that area, that time zone, their complaints, their routine, their food, their occupation, you can analyze the hetu in terms of dosha and reciprocally you can arrange the treatment. You don't need to refer Vaagbhata or Charak on and on. No. It is the basic understanding. One time application download. This is Dosha Rasa Guna application downloaded and you practice it. You don't have to go back to theories and programming again. Next. Then they have said go for Anjana. Anjana, Mhetre, it is deposited with kapha over the night. So they put Anjana. So, Chakshusho Shleshmato Bhayam. The eyes are endangered by the kapha deposition. Eyes are Agni, kapha is Prati Apa. So exactly reciprocal. So you have to eliminate the kapha. So they use Rasanjana, which is Tikshna. Now Guna is coming Tikshna. Every time it is not Dosha. Every time it is not Mahabhoota, every time it is not Rasa. Sometimes Rasa explanation, sometimes Mahabhoota explanation, sometimes Guna. Now it is Guna explanation. The kapha is deposited, you have to break it down. So they will use Tikshna Guna, Bhedane Tikshna. Then they will go for Navana, Gandusha, Dhuma. What they are doing? They are starting from the uppermost part, Anjana. So you have expelled the kapha from here over. But by gravity it will come to Nasa. So you go to Navana, that is Nasya. Then it will come down to Mukha. So go for Gandusha, Gargali. Then still something will remain in throat. You can't put your hand and snatch it away, no. So they are advising Dhuma. Dhuma is gaseous condition, so it will reach to unreachable things. And it will dry up because Dhuma is Agni. It will dry up the kapha. So each and every vidhi is again in accordance with Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoota, one of them or two of them or all of them. So in that way they are Anjana, Nasya, Gandusha, Dhuma. It is the natural gravitational course for the kapha to expel out. We are not following these things. Therefore we are having these problems. They were following. So up to their last day, they never needed specs. We need it. Because we don't take care. We have taken it for granted. Yeah, eyes will serve without any servicing. So they gave up at some moment. And you have to depend on. So that is the thing. Next is Tambul. Tambul is for Mukha Kapha Nishkasan. Mukha is the seat of Kapha and Tambul contains Katu, Tikta, Kashaya, Tishna, Ushna, which is again opposite to Kapha. What does Tambul contain? Tambul means that betel nut and that leaf and some khadir and some calcium oxide, that is CO, Chuna. All these things are Katu, Tikta, Kashaya, Ushna, which are opposite to Kapha. So don't just read the vidhi, don't just read the lines, don't just read the translation. Read the analysis in between. What they are speaking in terms of, they are speaking in terms of Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoota, but applying in different vidhis, made with Danta Dhavana or Anjana, Metabhu. Next is Abhyanga. Abhyanga is done by oil. Means it will contain Sneha Guna dominantly. Along with that, Snigdha, Guru, Shita, Drava, all these are Jala Mahabhoot Pradhan. So they are opposite to Vata. So benefits of Abhyanga are written in terms of Vata. What will Abhyanga give you? Abhyanga will give Tatra Abhyangaha, Abhyanga Macharit Nityam, Sa Jara. It will stop your Jara. Jara means growing old. In old age, which is dominant? Vata is dominant. So they are speaking in terms of Vata, Jara. Shrama. When you will have Shrama, by Shrama, which dosha will increase? Vata. So they are again Vata. Then Vrishti Prasada, Pushti means musculature will build up. So what you are building up? Mausa. Mausa means Prithvi and Jala. So Sneha is contributing to Mausa in terms of Mahabhoota. Sutvaktva, the Tvacha will get Snigdha because the Guna itself is Sneha. Dardya, because it contains Santarapana plus Prithvi, Jala. Then Abhyanga Varja, these people are prohibited for Abhyanga. That is, first one is Kaphagrastha. Because Abhyanga will add to Kapha. The person who is having Kapha dominated disease should avoid Abhyanga. Ajirna, just taken food, it is to be digested yet. So it is already Kapha dominant. Will you go for Abhyanga again? So whatever prohibition is given or indication is given, it is in accordance with Dosha Rasa Guna. Next, Abhyanga Vishesha Sthan. Karna, Shira and Pada. Why? Why Karna? Why not Nasa? Why didn't you say go for Abhyanga in your Rasa? It is more required here because from the first breath till your death, there is passing of Vayu here. Is there any Vayu passes from here over? No. So why to put here over? Why not here over? We should have that doubt. If Abhyanga is antagonist to Vata, then we should put oil here over. Not here over. Why do you say Abhyanga Visheshthan is Karna? You should have said Nasa. But it is supplied with something. It is supplied with daily Kapha. It is supplied with full network of the vessels. It is supplied with the blood vessel. So while going inside, the air becomes warm. While going inside, it becomes moist. So God has placed something which is opposite to Vayu here. It has put Ushna Guna in terms of blood vessels, which is opposite to Shita Guna Vayu. It has put moist Kapha, which is opposite to Ruksha Guna Vayu. But here he has kept nothing. Nothing secrets here over. No blood vessels are. And it is always open. For lifetime it is open. And it is connected to throat directly. It is connected to Mhetre. It is connected to Nasa. So any entry, any bad effect of Shita Vata, Ruksha Vata on your whole Shira can be from this area entry. So they say, put oil here. Then Shira, it is full of vacuoles. Shira is totally full of vacuole. There are so many sinuses. And in those sinuses, they have put some organs. So to take care of all these Akasha Mahabhoota, exactly opposite Abhyanga is needed. And lastly, when you are moving, your hands wave passively, but your feet work actively. They have to bear the total load of your body. So they will get exhausted. Maximum movement is due to feet. In those days, nowadays we are always sitting on chair, on dining table, on car seat, on office chair. We are always sitting. We don't walk. Therefore, we have to go for walking. In those days, they have to walk. There was no option. So, they advise the Visheshthan for Abhyanga is Pada. So, first thing is, this is my science. This is my science. And I am responsible to prove it correct. Take that responsibility. If you love your science, then take that responsibility to defend it. It is very much possible to point out the n number of laws, n number of unexplained things. But if I am a follower, I am a responsible follower of my science, I should be able to defend and explain each and every sentence written thereover, and I should be able to prove it practically true. Then only it is the purpose served that I am studying. And so that is important. Pade pade pratyamavanti means you should be able to give that experience to self and to patient whatever is written. So take the responsibility. Don't study Ayurveda. It is impossible to study Ayurveda. It is so vast that one should not say I am studying Ayurveda. You will remain studying for your lifetime. Better take another way. In study there are two things. The person who is studying and the subject which is to be studied. There are two things. That is Dvaita is there. There is dual thing. Then only you can study something. There should be some subject that you can study. So Ayurveda is the subject and you are the person who is studying. It is impossible. Better way, this distance should be zero. Don't study it. Love it. If you can love that science, there is no two things. It is one. And when there is one, you don't study. Do you study your father? Oh, my father is tall and do you study your mother? You study your... No. You have that inherent relation. Many times there is no necessity of saying anything. Just being with them, we can understand what they are thinking, what they are suffering from. Because we don't study them as a subject. We love them. So there is Advaita. You and he are one. So So whatever I am able to understand, it is not due to study. After a few years, I quit the study. I think no, I can't study. I have not that much brain. I will study. I will know. Better I compromise with Vagbhata. That Vagbhata, I will love you. You take the responsibility. That is better, because then he teaches you. You don't have to study. You just. When I treat my patient, I say, Vagbhata, it is your responsibility to cure him. I don't know anything. You have written, I have given. So then this possible. Next. So next thing is Vyayama. Vyayama is exactly opposite to Abhyanga. Abhyanga is Snigdha and Vyayama is a Chala, because there is movement, Chesta. So Chala Guna is due to Vata and it is due to Vayu Mahabhoota. So whatever is written in Vyayama, it is in accordance with Chala and Vata. Whatever they have written the benefits of Vyayama. Laghavam. Laghavam means getting alight, feeling light. So which is Guna? The Guna is Laghu. Laghu Guna is due to Vayu. Then they have written Medasa Kshayaha. If you go for Vyayama, you will achieve that your Meda is diminishing. You are shedding your fat. Is it possible? Possible, because Meda means Prithvi and Apa. And by Vyayama you are increasing Vayu and Akash Mahabhoota. As Vayu and Akash will increase, Prithvi and Jala will shed down, so Meda will go down. So whatever is written, you should be able to understand in terms of Dosha Rasa Guna Mahabhoota. Next is Anarhata. Who should avoid Vyayama? Again the same thing. If Vyayama increases Chala Guna, that is Vayu Akash Mahabhoota, the person suffering from already Vayu and Akash should avoid. So he says, Bala, child should not go for Vyayama, because he has not completed the Dhatu Nirman procedure. He is devoid of many things. In that condition, if you compel him to go for exercise, he will go in decay procedure. Vruddha is again the age of Vata itself. So they say don't go for Vyayama. So Vyayama is restricted for age 16 to 40. In those days it was 16 to 60. In Ayurved, person grows old at 60. Do you have any hope that you will cross 60? If I will cross 60, I will arrange my celebration at Shanwarwada. I have crossed. Not. In those days they have calculated 120 days, 120 years of life. And so at 60 the person was old age. No. We should say that it is 60 average lifespan. At 40 you will go old. So 16 to 40 is the age for Vyayama. After that and beyond that, no. Next. Then they have said Ati Yoga. Vyayam Ati Yoga. Vyayam Ati Yoga means if you go beyond your capacity, what will happen? Whatever they have written, it is in terms of Vata. Trishna. Trishna means devoid of Apa Mahabhoota, means Vata is increased. Kshaya. Kshaya means decay, it is due to Vayu. Pratamaka, Rakta, Pitta and Jara. These three things are Pitta. Because when you go for Vyayama, heat increases. Therefore, these three lakshanas are there which are not due to Vata, they are due to Pitta. Shrama, Klama, again Vata. Kasa, again due to Vata. Then next they have written Sahasa. This is something new concept. They have written 6 things which are extremely potent to decay all your vigor, all your force, all your power, all your dhatu, everything. These are Vyayama. In Vyayama you go for rigorous things. Then you can explain, it is Chalaguna, therefore Vata, therefore Akashvayu, therefore Prithvi Apa will go down, therefore Mausamed will go down, therefore there will be no bala, there will be fatigue, there will be exhaustion. Okay. They have added Jagarana. In Jagarana what do? You do nothing. Jagarana is a stable thing. But in Jagarana you don't allow yourself to sleep. Sleeping increases kapha. So absence of sleep means Jagarana will increase Vayu. And if Vayu gets on increasing, it will again harm your life. Therefore Jagarana is equalized with Vyayama. Though Jagarana is a very passive procedure, still they say Vyayama causes certain bad things. The same things can be caused by Jagarana. And today it is happening. We have forgotten that we are animals. We are animals. So we should stop our routine at sunset. maximum 1 and 1.5 hours after sunset. After that, no bird is having any tweeting, nothing. All birds are cool, all animals are cool. But man is working till midnight or 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and he feels it is normal because Edison has given me electricity and I will blow the lights and I will work. So that is Jagarana, which is Sahasa, which snatches away your rebuilding procedure by Nidra. Therefore, Jagarana should be avoided. Adhva means walking. We should quit it now because no one walks. Or people walk like anything, like a mad. For jogging track, they will go for 20 rounds, 30 rounds, 50 rounds. It is pagal. Stree seva. So that is again important thing. Frequency of sexual intercourse is restricted according to season. They have said in cool season, in Shishira and Hemanta, you can go for n number of times. In Grishma and Sharad, only 15 days per, once in a 15 days. Because in that procedure, you lose sugar. Because that is a rigorous exercise type of thing. So they have thought each and everything in terms of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Shrama, Bala, Varna. And last thing is Hasya and Bhashya. To speak, you need energy. Because Ud Anayati. What is Udan? Udan is Ud Anayati, which brings up whatever is restored in your body, it is to be executed. Execution is by Udana. And Udan is said as Bala. Udano Bala Muchyate. Udan is the power of your body. And when you go for Bhashya, continuous speaking, you get exhausted. So the persons who are in teaching line, who are in management line, who are in call center, who are in RJ, these people are continuously speaking. So we should see these patients at Vata Pradhana and their area is Udan. So that specification also can be derived if we see in that way. Unless we are just reading, oh these are sahas, okay. Next is Udvartana. Udvartana is any dry floor of green gram or horse gram is to be applied. So it is Ruksha. Ruksha, therefore it will eliminate Kapha, it will eliminate Meda. But what new thing are you telling me? So they will again and again go for Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Maha. Next Snana. Snana is due to Jala and that Jalam is Ushnam, having hot property. So they will go for Kandu, Mala, Shrama, Sveda. It is exactly opposite to Kapha. Snana will eliminate all these things due to, because the water used is warm, water used is hot. That Ushna Guna is working here, not Jalam is working. When you go for Varja, now they are not bothering Ushna Guna, they are bothering Jala. See what they have written. Varja, Snana should not be performed, Shana should be avoided by Atisara. In Atisara what is there? There is Agni Mandya. If you put more water, he will suffer more. Bhuktavan, just he has food, he has taken his food and go for Snan. No, because there is Ajira, there is Kapha. How can you go for Snan? For Ardita, there is special palsy. There is Vata Prakop here. And in Snana, almost all over the world, very few persons are there who can afford a tub bath or a daily shower. 90% people, at least in India, they will take a bucket of 15 liters and 1 liter magga and they will go like this, isn't it? So to pull up 15 liters above the head, it needs energy. So this is a vyayam. So it increases vata. Therefore they have said ardita, netra mukha asya roga, pinasa, admana, which are vata pradhan diseases, they should avoid the snanam. Unless you are not able to justify the things. If you justify by Jalam, then Ardita is Vata, Snani is Jala, so they are antagonists. So why Ardita is contraindicated for Snanam? Cannot explain. So take responsibility. Why they would have prohibited Snanam? Oh, that is good. So you need to apply Dosha Rasa Guna Mahabhoot in needed way, unless it is confusing. Next. Rutucharya. It is the base of all Nidan Chikitsa. It is the base of Dosha Upakramaniya. What do? We do Dosha Upakramaniya. We treat doshas. And dosha treatment is explained in Rutucharya. How it is so? So my guru, my first guru, Anil Panse, was always saying, if you know Adhyaya 3 and 13, so you know everything. And if you don't know Adhyaya 3 and 13, then you will not be able to survive. तो वो मराठी में बोलता था कि जर तुम्हाला 3-13 कळले तर तुमच्या आयुष्याचे 3-13 वाजणार नाही. 3-13 यानी क्या? You will lose everything. If you don't study Adhyaya 3 and 13, you will not be able to understand any Ayurveda. So the Adhyaya 3 is Rutucharya. There are 3 main causes of disease. The first is Asatma Indriyartha Sanyam. Isn't it? Have you studied that? Asatma Indriyartha Sanyam. Then next is Kala. And one is Pradnya Parad. So Pradnya Parad is intellectual understanding. And Asatma Indriyartha Sanyam is daily Ahar Vihar. But what you cannot avoid, you can control your Ahar. You can control your Vihar. You can be very keen that I will not go for Pradnya Parad. Isn't it? These are controllable things. I can control my intellectual, my food habits, my occupation, my daily routine, lifestyle, everything I can control. But how can I control Kala? Kala means seasonal variations I cannot control. Oh sun, don't go this much hot. We can't see. So effects of Kala are inevitable, and that is explained in Rutucharya. So see what they have said. Kala artha karmanam yogaha roga arogya ek karanam. Your health and your disease are due to Kala. Artha and karma. Artha and karma can be controlled, but Kala cannot. And again they say not only disease but your medicine also. Kalo bheshaja yoga guru. Correct application of medicine depends on Kala. So Kala is very important. Kala is explained in Rutucharya. See what they have said. Glossary Rutucharya is divided in Agni and Soma. Out of 6 Rutus, 3 Rutus are Agni oriented. They are diminishing your bala every day. Grishma means May, it is summer hot, it is Agni Pradhan. In Vasanta, it is medium hot. And in Shishir, the sun is approaching north hemisphere. So it is starting. It is in Australia, it is in South America, it is in South Africa. And slowly sun will start approaching to north hemisphere. So the first Rutu is Shishir, then Vasanta, then Grishma. Then again it will go away from north hemisphere to south hemisphere. Then there will be Varsha, then there will be Sharad, and lastly when it is way long to the south pole and we are in north hemisphere, so we will experience the winter, that is Hemant. So that type of sun variations, they design our 6 Rutus. And they define when sun is approaching, means Agni is coming towards you, there is Adana Kala. Slowly body will go diminishing to Bala. Bala Hani will be there. Your daily vigor will go down as sun will come nearer. And when sun will go far away, your strength will be again gained. Because there is Shita Guna, there is Prithvi and Jala. When there is Agni, it is going down. When there is Prithvi and Jala, it is coming up. That is the basic design. So it is depending on Agni and Som, means Agni and Jal. So one group is Agni Vayu Akash, which is minus, and first group Prithvi and Jala, which is plus. So on that basis they are written. So it is Dosha oriented and Mahabhoota oriented. Rutu and mass relation is not universal. Fortunately, we all persons, you are in America, we are in India, these all persons are living in north hemisphere. Therefore almost all the 6 Rutus described in Ayurveda may be identical. I have not travelled to Europe or America, so I don't know actually what happens. But if you are in southern hemisphere, south hemisphere, in Australia, in Africa, in Latin America, at that time, Rutus in our north hemisphere will be exactly opposite to them. When we will be experiencing Hemant and Shishir, they will be experiencing Grishma. If we are in winter, they will be in the summer. If we are in Vasanta, they will be Sharad. That knowledge should be there. This is not universal. This is time zone related. Next. This is the presentation for sun variations and Rutus. In Shishir and Hemanta, the extreme ends, Shi, Shishir and Hechi, Hemanta, at that time our body is at peak level of our Bala. In the middle, Vasanta and Sharad, there will be medium. Our Bala and our Agni will be medium. And when sun is very near to us, in Grishma and Varsha, our Bala, Deha Bala and our Agni Bala, that is digestion power, will be at the lowest level. It is very easy. This diagram explains Deha Bala and Agni Bala according to sun variation from Shishir to Hemanta. It is very nicely explained in Vaagbhata. Shite Agram Vrishti Gharmelpam Balam Madhyam Tu Sheshayo. Shite Agram, Shishir and Vasanta, the best Bala at the ends. Vrishti Gharame Alpam, Grishma and Varsha, it is the minimum. And Madhyam Tu Sheshayo, Vasanta and Sharad is medium. But we have now graphical presentation, so it is very easy. In Vaagbhata days there is no graph, there is no diagram. So he has written all 6 Rutus with their status of Bala and Agni in only 16 letters. That is Vaagbhata. What you need to describe in whole slide and many sentences, he has written in just 16 letters. That is his description. Shite gram prishti galmelpam balam madhyam tusheshayo. Therefore I love Vaagbhata. Next. For example, Vasanta Rutu, we can't go for 6 Rutus in detail. In Vasanta Rutu, there is prakop of kapha. So entire Rutucharya is designed on the basis of kapha dosha prabalya. Ki kapha is at its peak level. So all gunas opposite to kapha should be taken. And all gunas which are same to kapha should be avoided. What he has written? Entire Rutucharya is designed on the basis of Dosha Rasa Guna Mahabhoota of kapha. Varja. Varja means prohibited. Guru Shita Diva Aswapnasni Dhamla Madhurams Teje. You should avoid Guru because it aggravates kapha. You should avoid Shita because it will add to kapha. You should avoid Divaswapa because it will again add to kapha. Snigdha Amla Madhura. These are the gunas of kapha itself, so they will add. And Grahya, what is to be adopted? Vamana, because it is opposite to kapha. Nasya, it is opposite to again kapha. Lahu Ruksha is opposite to kapha, Snigdha and Guru. Shrungabera, that is Shunti, that is ginger, which is Ushna, it is opposite to kapha. Sara, that is Devdaru, which is again Ushna, that is opposite to Shita kapha. Madhu is the Paramaushad for kapha. Musta is Tikta, that is again Ruksha, therefore opposite to kapha. Asava Arishta, these are Madhya, they are again Ruksha, Ushna, opposite to kapha. So everything what he has written is in accordance with the kapha dosha. Kapha dosha is increased, therefore I have to avoid the same thing and I have to adopt the opposite things. Next is Sharad. Sharad is exactly opposite to Pitta. Pitta is Drava, Ushna, Tikshna, and exactly opposite is Tikta, Rasa, Ghrita, Virecha, Rakta, Mokshan. Do you know Kojagri Purnima? No? So leave it. Then Hamsodaka. Hamsodaka is in Sharad Rutu. What happens? Day is very hot. October heat, day is very hot. And equally, the night is very cool. So the entire water in the world in Sharad Rutu will get boiled in the daytime. And in the night time it will get cooled down. So Pathita Shitala Jala, boiled and cooled water, which is naturally beneficial for Pitta. Because Pitta needs water. But it is Drava Guna Yukta. So you need to reciprocate that Guna, you need to boil it. Therefore in 5th Adhyaya he wrote Shita Jala for Pitta. Kushna Jala for Vata Kapha. But what about Pitta Vata? What about Pitta Kapha? Then he said Patita Shitala Jala, that is Hamsodaka. Ha means hot. Sa means cool. ऐसा करोगे तो गरम लगेगा. स करोगे तो cool लगेगा. Therefore Hamsa, Ha and Sa are hot and cool. That is Hamsodaka. Then what is Varja in Sharad Rutu? Tikshna, that is Guna of Pitta. Madhya, it is Ushna, therefore to be avoided. In Divaswapa, Pitta will increase by Drava Guna. Vyayama, because it will increase heat. So these things are avoided. So Rutucharya, which is the basic structure for Swastha, to maintain your health, is designed on the basis of Dosha. Got it?
One quick question, sir. Divaswapa, can you explain like how the gunas increase and decrease?
Divas, that is daytime, is meant for movement, is meant for activity. And night is naturally meant for rest. So in night you are going to rest, obviously. And even in day you are resting. So passively, what was going to expand due to your daily activity will not expand. And passively that kapha will increase. It will be remaining unutilized. Divaswapa doesn't increase kapha. Divaswapa avoids its expenditure. In daytime, you are supposed to go for some activity, some daily routine. In those days, there was no industrialization. Everything was manual. So in that daily activity, you will lose your kapha. And if you don't go for anywhere and put yourself in the bed, so that quota of that day to be expelled out, used out, will remain there. So passive vriddhi of kapha is there. Due to non-utilization. So, if you try this, we will go for this. If you don't try, we will continue. Take 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Take one vidhi in Dinacharya, and you are 6 people. So take one Rutu out of 6 and try to put it in your understanding, whatever you have learned up till now. Don't go for Adhyaya lines. any vidhi like Danta Dhavana or Snana or Vyayam or Abhyanga. Take one vidhi and try to explain it in terms of Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoota. And take one Rutu and try to explain it in terms of Dosha. Why this ritual is to be done, why this ritual is to be avoided in Rutucharya. Whatever you understand. Try to put one vidhi and one Rutu. You are 6 people. So there are 6 vidhis. Prabodhana, Danta Dhavana, Abhyanga, Vyayama, Udvartana and Snana. There are 6 vidhis in Dinacharya. Try to put their explanation as you are understanding in Dosha, Rasa, Guna, Mahabhoota. Might be all 4, might be 3, might be 2, might be 1. Anything will apply there. And one Rutu. There are Hemanta to Shishir. 6 Rutus are there. Try to put them in terms of Dosha, Rasa. Why it is so? Why this is avoided? Why this is accepted? Why it is advised? Try to put it. Take 15 minutes, we will continue after 15 minutes. Okay? So it will be some give and take, some dialogue. Unless I am speaking and you are just wondering, oh wow. No. It should not like. So try it. I will be back in 10 minutes.